physicality plus verbal confidence, also known as just having a good conversation with a young lady, is pretty much what attraction boils down to. And I know we hear the common trope, just be confident, bro, right? Just be confident, bro. And those men fail to realize that there's a physical aspect to it as well. Yes, they say be confident, right? And verbal, but you also got to understand that your physicality has something to do with it too. And a quick disclaimer before I even start. No matter how swole you get, no matter how symmetrical your face is, no matter how Chad or Tyrone or Pookie Ray, all of these fucking corny ver- internet verbiage that you use, right? No matter how much that you are, you're not going to vibe or click with every single woman. You're not going to be every woman's cup of tea. Get that out of your head. A lot of guys get rejected and they just throw in the towel. I make YouTube videos about attraction. Me and every single other man on earth, every single man on God's green earth has been rejected. Facts of life. It's hard. It sucks. You get a thick skin as you get older. You know what I mean? So with that being said, there's just a quick disclaimer for any of you, you know what I'm saying? Oh, confidence, that's beta. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, go ahead. Think that. But for guys who know what it is, right? Who know what I'm talking about, they can relate to this. And I'm going to get into it. Tarik Talks. You guys could have been anywhere in the world, but you are here with me. Dig D Blues. Your physicality, right? And I have guys on here, right? First of all, I want to shout you guys out. I got your IGs. You guys got that physique thing on lock. Like, you make me look anorexic, right? Some of y'all that's on my social media, right? Y'all make me look like I've never touched a weight in my life, right? That's how swole these guys are. They got that physicality, right? So we have that. Okay, cool. And for every type of chick, there's gonna be a preference. Some chicks like light-skinned guys. Some chicks like dark-skinned guys. Some chicks like Asian, so on and so forth, okay? So every pot has its lid, so to speak. Every kettle has its lid, so to speak, okay? So with that being said, when she finds you physically appealing, now is where your verbal confidence comes in, because you better believe, you better put your bottom dollar that your looks alone are not going to carry you throughout the whole, you know what I mean? Throughout the whole interaction, you know what I'm talking about? It's the only time looks are really, really gonna do that is in super short-term fling situationships, i.e. clubs, bars, concerts, any kind of house parties. You know, if you want to quit, you know, like something that's quick, and you're probably not gonna see her again, right? Unless y'all kind of keep in contact. But that's where that is going to carry you, right? But I'm talking about in an average day-to-day humble. If you want to actually build something a little more than just a one-night stando, okay? You are going to have some type of personality, some type of verbal confidence. Now, whatever your hobbies is, and I know I get men from all walks of life, whether it's anime, and I keep using anime because I be seeing it everywhere, right? Anime is just like a huge thing. I'm not really into it. The last thing that I watched from anime is Dragon Ball Z back in 2001. Okay, I'm showing my age here, but that's how much I give a shit about anime. But I know a lot of guys like that type of shit, and a lot of females do too. There is so many females that are into that anime shit, okay? bam, your personalities vibe with each other, right? If you like doing country stuff, right? I'm from Texas. That's real maybe not so much in Houston because it's urban, but even in Houston, right? When we get the rodeo and all of that, you like country music, you like doing country shit. Bam, that's something she's gonna vibe with. That's something that you guys have in common, and that's a common bond. Okay, whatever your demographic is, whatever your socioeconomic deal is, that's the type of young lady you're gonna vibe with. But at the base foundation, whatever your demographic is, whatever your interest is having a flowing personality. When I say flowing, right, what I mean is you just effortlessly have a conversation. You just are because look, fellas, when she is into you physically, okay, when your physicality does it for her. That's why, of course, me and of course the Body Game General, shout out Rom Wills, he talks about body games. Body game, that's his thing, right? But when she sees you and you physically are attractive to her, you do not have to be a verbal, just a verbal master. Okay, just you having a simple conversation with her is gonna do it. You guys just vibing out and having a conversation one-on-one. It's just like, when you meet a homeboy or some shit like that, y'all just start talking about music or weightlifting, right? And you just like, that's your homeboy, you kicking it. Well, now we're gonna take it to the attraction side. You meet a young lady and that's actually part of sex appeal. See, when I'm talking about S appeal, of course, the whole physicality part and knowing how to put it down and all that good stuff. Yes, that is a huge major factor, the physicality part. But the other factor, the verbal factor, is just you vibing out with her. And she feels comfortable and safe. She feels safe around you. She doesn't feel like something is awkward, right? And that's part of that S appeal. And like I said earlier, you're not going to have this type of bond with every single young lady, okay? Get that out of your head. Get that out of your head. Some chicks are just not going to vibe with you perfectly fine. That's the world. That's the world we live in. Fuck it, all right? But when you do find that chick, right, it's going to feel effortless. It's going to feel smooth. And another thing I should throw in there. This is not something that you're going to find too often, okay? This is not something that you're going to find too often, okay? And these guys, let me tell you something about this whole player stuff and these guys that smash a lot of chicks. I'm going to tell you something about that. Their interactions are extremely short term, okay? Extremely short term. So their little sneaky link, whatever the hell, those don't go far. They just go as far as 3 months, 4 months. And that is because their personalities, the man and the woman, like their personality is not quite there. Okay. It's really more on a physicality side, right? It's really more on a physical aspect. This is why because you can't look, man. If you want to keep a chick coming around, okay, if you actually want a chick to be interested in you for something a little more than a short, or even if it is short term, at least a couple of months, right? At least a couple of months, you're going to have something, like you guys are going to have some type of stuff in common. And of course, the intimacy is good too, right? You guys have good intimacy. And when I say intimacy, I mean the action, right? Plus you guys having that good little chemistry going on. That's what's going to solidify that. And like I said, are you going to find that very often? No, you're not. You're not going to find that very often, but you are going to increase your chances right? By having those two elements, a good physique, physicality, whatever, and a good personality. Let me tell y'all something, man. Don't nobody want to hang around somebody that's negative, right? Somebody that's negative and trying to put on this fake ass alpha personality, right? And now I get it. I know where this whole alpha thing comes from, because a lot of men needed that. Okay. A lot of men needed that whole be masculine. And yes, a lot of men needed that, but do not take it into extremes. You need to balance it out. You need to balance out your quote unquote alphaness and quote unquote masculinity. You need to balance that out. Because every second can't just be this G.I. Joe. You just interface like a damn drill sergeant, like just don't. No, that's going to get old. You know what I'm saying? That's going to get old. Yes, that does have a place and time. You know, that G.I. Joe shit, that does have a place and time. That has a place and a time, especially when a young lady, it feels like she can kind of get over on you and starts disrespecting. Yes, that's when you're going to have to go a little G.I. Joe. That's when you're going to have to kind of start dismissing her bit by bit. And what I mean by dismissing her is start kind of cutting off contact with her if the attitude is disrespectful. I'm gonna just keep it a buck, but that's a whole nother video. For the most part, it's you just having a cool ass, just you having a cool personality. And I'm gonna take it a step further. You having that personality that clicks with her is also gonna help out with intimacy too. Because look, man, if a chick is not comfortable with you, right? If a chick is not comfortable with you, the mind follows the body. Okay. So the intimacy is going to be a little more drier, if you know what I mean. Okay. It's going to kind of be dry. Even she might find you physically attractive, right? She might find you physically attractive and she might be turned on, but the intimacy it's not going to be as good as it can be if that personality, if she doesn't feel completely open with you, right? When her mind is open to you, everything else follows. And I'm gonna tell you something, fellas, like when you're clicking with a chick, when the vibe is there, oh yeah, the intimacy is gonna be that much better. It's gonna be that much smoother, if you know what I mean. Everything is just gonna be smooth. You guys are gonna be vibing mentally and physically, right? It's just everything is just better. So pretty much, man, on a base foundation, fundamentally, that's not all the keys to attraction. Okay, but that's fundamentals. Okay, that's fundamentals. If we're gonna talk about sports, basketball, right? That's your basic dribble, your basic 2-3 zone, your basic layup, the basic shit. You feel me? Then when you get advanced, then is when you can start doing the AI crossover type of stuff and alley-ooping in the twat. You feel me? Like that type of stuff. But anyway, with that being said, man, I hope you guys liked the video. Let me know. Peace.